Is only, so your mom is definitely invited. Sometimes controversial, always engaging. It's the podcast that lets your voice be heard. It's the podcast that shouts you out. It's time to holler. Can you dig it?
I could eat a unicorn one day through a Pop-Tart.
I like toaster strudels.
You like the jizzy part?
Yeah, I like the way it explodes
You
in
like
my
it?
mouth. And to swallow it down. Oh my God.
Your tweets, snaps, Facebook comments, and even phone calls. Holler any way you want.
They used to give kids opiates to keep them quiet.
This is much less offensive than that.
JD, Brian, and Gracie. Holler at your boys and a girl.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show on the internet. It's Holler. It is the podcast that shouts you out. We have recently taken a little break, but we're back, and we're just as good as we've always been.
We had a baby. We had a baby.
I can't hear anything JD is saying.
Really?
If you're speaking to me. Literally nothing.
Brian, why don't you continue the show, and I'll be right back.
I will. Yeah, JD was just fine. We did an audio check right before this. Everything was just fine up until this very second. Yeah, and I can tell JD, by the way,
me on the problem?
speakers as well, but that's fine. So little audio issue, but nonetheless, we've got a great guest this evening. We're happy to be back. What I was trying to say was, collectively, Holler the podcast, we had a baby. Thanks to Gracie, that is. She's the one that actually birthed the child. We have to give her all the credit for that. The rest of us did take maternity leave. And we were happy about our break. We were glad. JD's coming back in. Give him 1 second to get his audio straight here. Nope, you're still not coming through, I don't think. And that's fine. I'll keep running. We got some things we're gonna run through. We're gonna do a Holler toast. We're gonna get the Holler Live audience in here. We want everybody to share this to their Facebook walls right now so we can interact with you guys. You guys know we're gonna play some Family Feud. We're gonna give away some camo, and this is a great time to talk about our sponsor, Camo Energy, before we get into our guest here. So, CamoEnergyShots.com. This is a local company. So, by the way, Tonya, we haven't got to you yet, but this company, Camo Energy, I'll show you these little energy shots right here. This is a locally owned company, and these things are freaking delicious. They have zero sugar, zero carbs. They're locked and loaded with 250 milligrams of caffeine. They're a way better alternative than a Monster energy drink or a 5-hour energy. And again, we've got JD coming back in here. He's going to.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, your audio is fine now, by the way.
Wonderful.
Yep.
Thanks. Yes. By the way, these are better than 5-hour energy. I can hear everything Brian's doing anyway because he's sitting only 20 feet away from me. CamoEnergyShots.com is where you can get these, by the way, and we're going to give them away on this show. These are wonderful, 200 milligrams of caffeine, the best tasting energy shots you can get. They are nootropic friendly, right? They have this wonderful vitamin complex that really helps your brain out, maintains focus. Natural source of caffeine, no sugar, no carbs, wonderful stuff. Brian, continue.
What is Alan Brown? Shout out to Corduroy Brown for being in the chat already, by the way. A nice little local celeb cameo. Alan Brown, what in the world is your Facebook, Abby? What is your Facebook picture? Is that Warren Sapp? Is that Warren Sapp on the Tampa Bay Bucks?
I think it's Warren Sapp. Yeah.
I think it's Warren Sapp. We'll wait to hear back from Alan. And by the way, right now, I'm still just spending some time getting this show shared out to all of our different socials. And we're on everything, guys. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, etc. You know what? This is going to be a really good time while we've got some eyes on the show. If you guys can find us on YouTube and give us a follow, the Holler page on YouTube, if you send us a DM and show us that you followed Holler on YouTube, we will gladly mail you a little camo variety pack. That way you can taste these little energy shots for yourself. The ones JD is holding right there. So I'm getting this shared out to Holler Live, but JD, it's time for our guest, man.
That's what we're gonna do. We have a wonderful guest this week. Her name is Tonya Perry, and she is she's the owner of, I believe it's pronounced, is it Tickers and Timbers or?
Yes, Tickers and Timbers.
Tickers and Timbers. Thank you, Tonya, by the way, for being on the show. Tickers and Timbers is a wonderful entertainment complex. They have 2 locations. One's in Charleston, one's in Barboursville. Did I hear you say something sort of in the pregame, Tonya, that you might be opening a new spot soon too?
Possibly.
Okay, so
Yeah, we're still working on some things with both locations.
so
We're gonna add some things to those first, and then see about doing some more stuff for
okay,
the area.
so we're gonna talk about all that. We're gonna talk about how we can get in touch with you on the web and all that good stuff, and share all the social media and everything. We're going to talk about how it is running a business like this, as well as just all the things that you can do. We're also going to give away these shots. We're going to play some games. We're going to have a good time. We're going to talk about Gracie's new baby. We're just going to have fun on the internet with each other. Does that sound good?
That sounds like a plan to me. I cannot wait to learn more about Tickers and Timbers and Tonya's other business as well. She's a local business owner. It's not just axe throwing. She's doing it all, and we're going to get into it. She's going to be a fun guest. I mean, come on. When's the last time you heard a guest she's got axes in the background? It's happening right now. She's at the place. Axes are being slammed against the walls as we speak. How cool is that? This has never happened on Holler. I'm here for it, dude. If I ran across this page, I would be listening right now because I'm into that. I have several questions regarding throwing axes against walls for bullseyes, and you know what? We'll get into that, but first we have to start off with a shot. Any drink that you have, raise a glass. Holler listeners out there, everyone on the show, let's kick this thing off with a toast. And
This is going to be interesting. These are mass-produced
can't be
Jello
good.
shots.
Not going to be good.
They can't be good.
Commercialized Jello
Is it Jello brand?
Brian's going Democrat. I'm going Republican.
You got to give it the. You gotta get the lick and the swirl. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's kick this thing off with a toast. Let's get to know Tonya. Gracie, what's up? Do you feel left out?
Is it Jello brand? Is it like
Not
that? I
Jell-O
do.
no,
You didn't invite me over, and it makes me sad. So now I just have to sit
Not
here.
Jello brand. It's not.
Gracie, I figured you didn't have the energy. You know, you have this little baby.
Honestly, I have to tote my
Our
baby
little
with
baby.
me. Okay, he only likes mom right now.
Okay, guys, here we go. Let's kick this thing off. Guys, it's Friday. And guess what rhymes with Friday? Liquor store. Cheers.
Link up at officialholler.com.
That's not good at all.
That was
It's a terrible choice.
That's disgusting.
good.
Oh.
I'm glad.
I tell
I'm
you.
glad it sucks.
So this is a mass-marketed Jello shot that we just took, and you know that's just more proof to everyone. You should know that you don't need to be supporting these macro giant corporations. You need to be supporting local businesses like Tickers and Timbers. You know what I mean? They are here, based in West Virginia, and Tonya's here with us. We're going to talk all about it. Tonya, how are you doing the beginning of this weekend? How's everything going?
Oh, we're super busy this weekend. We've got lots of things coming, but seems like every year when it starts to get cold outside, everybody wants to come inside, and that's when we are busy. So, you know, we recommend everybody kind of book ahead for the weekend. So, but we just get busier every weekend as the season goes on, and hoping to open a new escape room, our Christmas escape room up at Charleston really soon. If
Awesome.
not this weekend, next week. So that's new.
That's wonderful.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Again, to really nail it in so that if people don't know what Tickers and Timbers is, can you kind of give us the quick little sort of elevator, what they call it, elevator pitch, like a little bit of what is Tickers and Timbers?
Sucking on chili dough.
Exactly. And
So
and
Tickers
can you
and
get
Timbers,
chili
yeah.
dogs there?
Yeah, so we are a family entertainment venue. So we have two locations. We opened in Barbersville about 3 years ago. We're in the same plaza as the Tortilla Factory, and we have axe throwing, escape rooms. We have Mothman escape room, Area 51, and Taken, where you're handcuffed in the beginning. And then we also have rage rooms and paint splatter rooms. So we get lots of birthday parties and
So rage rooms, you can just fuck everything up.
you break
right?
shit.
You
Yes,
can
we
break
give
shit.
you a bunch of shit and you throw it against the wall.
Can you bring? Now, I was gonna say specifically about rage room. Can you bring shit in like maybe an ex-girlfriend's stuff.
Well, listen, I always say
And
it's a
break
rage
it?
room, not a kill room. So, there's some safety things there that we have to go by.
Okay.
But listen, I mean, we do divorce parties. Those are cool.
This is this is such a unique concept.
This really
Obviously, people have heard about axe throwing, bars, and now
Right.
are you guys wouldn't be? I mean, considered a bar? Do you
So
serve?
Barbersville, we actually have bring your own.
Okay, so it's BYOB.
At Charleston, we do have alcohol, and I'm actually putting in a bar. And there's
wonderful.
going to be a restaurant inside there. We're going to be open for lunch. So that's the next big thing. As soon as I get this Christmas thing open, this Christmas escape room, everybody loves the escape room. So I'm trying to get that open for the holidays. Then the bar goes in, and we're going to be open for lunch. We're going to basically be putting a brand new restaurant inside there so we can be open for lunch, and it's going to be super cool. So I'm really excited about it.
You're filling all these niches that people need, and all these you're checking off the boxes that people really need this, because it's very cathartic to do something like toss a very, very heavy, very dangerous axe at stuff.
So my tagline, because I was a therapist in my old life, my tagline is cheaper than therapy. So it works.
Nothing says fall and winter season like slamming axes against a wall, trying to hit that bullseye. Listen, I'm someone that has been to many different axe throwing places, and I love them. I remember my mind was blown. I probably went to my first one, I would say maybe like 5 or 6 years ago, and I think I was in Nashville, and it just blew my mind, and all the different things that they offered, and it was BYOB, and I was thinking, how in the world am I throwing axes at a bullseye, like real axes at close distance, but I'm also bringing whatever I want in there to drink? And this leads me to my first question. And this is obviously no offense to you or your business. I really want to know the inner workings as a business owner. How are you able to even like purchase an insurance policy for something like that? Is that like crazy dangerous?
That's a number one question that I get daily. It's not easy. So we'll just say it that way. But most axe throwing venues do have alcohol. We just don't let you drink before you do a rage room. You can do it after. So, like I said, right now we don't have liquor, but hopefully soon Charleston will have the mixed drinks and all of that. So you just got to do it after your rage room, and then throw some axes, and then just hang out at the bar.
Yeah, because again, it's a game. I mean, again, you're playing this. It's like a very Viking-esque version of cornhole, right?
Yeah, and then we actually have the projector target, so you can play tic-tac-toe, kill some zombies, stuff like that. It's great. Yeah.
So it's really, I guess that probably helps a lot with it. Again, Brian brought up like the insurance sort of things. It's very much this is a play at your own risk situation. Just like, hey, people could go play golf and they can freaking find weird ways to die.
Yeah, and we do require a waiver. So when you walk in the door, but it's a good time. Knock on wood, nothing's happened at our place.
Throw axes at it.
We're pretty safe. We show you how before we just give you an axe. So
See,
I
there
just
you
say
go.
while I'm watering the boards, just hold your fire or not. I'm okay either way.
And this leads me to my next question, Tonya. So you've got these people that I assume that have been through some type of training, so that when someone like me, Gracie, and JD walk through the door, we get this person that comes and kind of teaches us, here's how you throw an axe, here's how you can stick a bullseye, maybe some safety features. My question is, what do you call these people? Are they your tickers and timbers technicians? What are these people called? What's their job?
So those are my axe throwing coaches. So we're actually part of the World Axe Throwing League. There is an axe throwing league, and it's very popular.
I'm sure there is.
So we are part of that, and we do have leagues on Wednesday nights.
That's so cool.
Okay, now you piqued my interest.
Sport, and we are competing against players from all over the world through the app. You're an individual player. So we have all of our axes are league regulated, and all of our coaches are certified through World Axe Throwing League. They actually have to take a test.
This is amazing.
And learn all of that.
Would you consider this? Would you consider maybe changing their job title to Axpert?
Axpert. That's one of our signs is Axpert.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, I thought I made that up on the
Yeah,
spot.
Brian thought he was clever,
What a fail.
but however, as
Axe
has been
master.
proven time and time again,
He did not.
sorry,
He
Brian,
did not.
wasn't as clever as you thought.
Reach and a miss, pal. Reach and a miss.
See, perfect. That's perfect placement of that deal there. So you have two locations. One's in again. We're by the way, our podcast Holler is recorded here in beautiful, wild, and wonderful Huntington, West Virginia. It's the birthplace of podcasts. It's America's best community, et cetera, et cetera. And right down the road is this wonderful suburb called Barbersville, and that is where you can find a location for Tickers and Timbers, as well as Charleston, right up the road. Really, really good stuff. So you opened at Barbersville first,
Yes.
then you expanded to Charleston. Is that how it kind of works?
Yes. So Barbersville's been open. We opened toward the end of COVID. Backstory: I was a therapist for children with special needs for like 20 years. Single mom. Didn't really have any other income. So when my business shut down, I couldn't go into the homes anymore. I actually sold my house and started building these businesses because there's really not a lot here to do. And so I built Barbersville, and then a little bit later I was like, okay, well that worked, so let's try it again. So I did it in Charleston. So I'm at 210 Capitol Street in Charleston. I'm 2 doors down from Philadelphia, so right in the center.
I love that place. That place rules. Every time
Yeah.
I'm in that area of Charleston, I always love to hit that place up. And so that's great to know. You're right by them. Opening a business like this, kind of after, I mean, this is wild. And this is where I wanted to kind of go with this, was small businesses in this situation. People, I want everybody to know, if you're watching and listening right now, support your local businesses, especially ones that fill the niches that you need like this. Where else can you go to throw a damn axe?
Yeah.
Where else can you go to just break, like straight up Fred Durst, Limp Bizkit break stuff?
You're beautiful.
That was the wrong drop, Brian, but that's okay.
Sorry.
Where else can you go to do things like this other than this kind of local business? This is, it's crazy affordable. It's right down the street. Come on, people. This is the stuff you want to do. You wanted to go do. And so in talking about this recently, there was an announcement that a big major corporation's coming into town, and they're called Dave & Buster's. And they're starting their own entertainment complex, honestly, just a couple streets away from Tickers and Timbers here in Barbersville. And Brian, you had mentioned before you had saw, this is how this sort of started. Brian, can you walk us through like how we got Tonya to come onto the show, but also Tonya, can you talk about going up against a giant like that and what it means?
Yeah, this was this happened really fast this week. As a matter of fact, some of these shows are months in planning, some are days in planning. Tonya's show is one of the fastest of all time, and it couldn't have come at a better time actually, because we took this big gap in shows. We used to knock shows out every single week. Every week for years we've done this, Tonya. And Gracie had the baby. It seemed like a great time for all of us to just take a breather, take a break. We've all had the baby now.
Essentially, Gracie. All of us
baby's alive and well.
All of us have had the baby.
Gracie's
all of
more
us.
tired, but all of us had the baby. But Gracie's
It seems that I'm getting the rough end of the deal. So whenever you guys decide it's your turn to also have the baby,
Gracie
please
was the kangaroo in this situation.
guest.
She did carry the baby in the pouch, but all of us, we felt like we had the baby. Anyway, we're off subject.
Can we forget
I'm
seahorses?
scrolling the socials, and I see kind of on a local post, a local business owner happens to be Tonya, and she's like, hey, man, I kind of feel like local businesses maybe sometimes get the short end of the stick on some of this advertising and just some of the chatter on social media and all of that. And I couldn't agree with her more. We are a small local business ourselves, and so I immediately reached out to her and was like, hey, you want to do a podcast? As a matter of fact, we've got a slot open this week. You want to do it right now? And she was like, of course. She's a lady that owns an axe throwing business. Of course, she said yes right away. You know what I mean?
I mean, she was like, Tonya, you were so quick and legit, like straight up. You're at the business now. You were dealing with customers as we were beginning the podcast. Like she was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's just do it.
Yes, yeah. So yeah, I kept seeing all these posts about the new Dave and Buster's, and again,
Shotgun.
the entertainment coming to the area. It's great. I mean, that's what I've been trying to do for several years now. My family lives here, my kids live here, my granddaughter lives here, so I definitely wanted to bring something to the area. Being a single person for several years, there was just not a lot to do. And I just kept saying, I think I want to do something different. And I think this would be great. I think people would love it. And of course, people laughed at me. And then now here we are, two
Yeah.
locations later.
Here we are owning 2 businesses spanning across the state. What's up, you haters? Yeah,
Right.
get over it.
Yeah. So, but then,
Expanding.
in the past couple of weeks since that announcement on Dave and Buster's, it's just I've seen thousands of people commenting and sharing posts, and it's just kind of disheartening. When you spend the funds every month to advertise. We do offer new things constantly. We open new rooms all the time. We offer axe throwing leagues. And it's just we just weren't getting the same kind of coverage. I think and I think kind of what set the whole thing in motion is there's a local community page, Barbersville, and that's where I live. I live in Barbersville.
Mhm.
And I had messaged them after seeing the Dave and Buster's post, hoping they would share my post about my new escape room that we just opened, and it was read and no response. And that just it just kind of broke my heart,
Mhm.
because we work super hard. We live here. We donate to all the teams. We host churches. We host, the schools, the fire department. And I was just really disheartened over that. And then I just felt like, that it needed to be said that, hey, listen, you guys need to realize that we're kind of doing the same thing. We have had great support. I'm not dismissing that at all.
Of course.
But, it was just kind of, it was just overwhelming, the amount of support that and coverage that chain is getting versus the small business that's here and, thriving and have been in the community and doing kind of the same thing, just different activities. It is
and that's the thing, and I did want to sort of mention that too. It's again, this is an entertainment complex. You guys are a more than a venue. You offer multiple avenues of people can experience so many different things. You can spend an entire evening at this one place and do all these things, and you'll never ever get bored, obviously. And that's almost the same thing they're doing, but the beautiful thing is what you're doing at Tickers and Timbers is something Dave and Buster's can't do. They can't do that. And they'll maybe if they do, they're ripping it off from you, and that's kind of how corporate does that. Have y'all ever seen the meme of like the person, or it's like a comic strip of like the person, it's like there's a pineapple on their head, and I was like, oh, that's great. And they start wearing pineapple on their head, and then a brand walks in and wears the pineapple on their head, and everybody's like, no, I'm cool with that. You guys are offering something that they can't offer, that they're not offering. You're already doing it. This is more than enough of a reason for people to support. But it is true, you're right, that these brands get this kickback. It's the algorithm itself. It's the money behind it. It's the
money behind it. I mean, they do have a brand, and we've tried to build that with the community. We're not a national chain,
right.
But with such a small community, I would just think that it would kind of be the other way around. So
right. Well, and that, I think that just really goes to show how tough it is to go up against a machine that big, but how important on the other side that it is to support places like this, because
right.
It is such a big machine to go up against. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, everybody out there, when you see a business like Tickers and Timbers, specifically Tickers and Timbers, everybody follow them on Facebook and everywhere else that they're on socials. Brian will get that information up on the screen.
Yeah, no doubt.
But also, follow them and follow that kind of stuff. But share that stuff if you're interested in it. Share it amongst any other smaller business. And a lot of people are small businesses. Artists, musicians, bands, things like that. Share their stuff. It is great to hashtag hail corporate, I guess. But come on, y'all. Let's help each other out.
We've got Sean Jackson in the house, aka Squad Father of the Shotgun Squad. We definitely want to shout out their website, shotgunsquad.com. Sean, here's a good question for you. I tried to ask Andrew this. He was in the chat earlier, but I think he bounced for a second. Sean, we need to get Shotgun Squad back on this show ASAP. I mean, as soon as next week even. So if you could reach out to me and let me know how you guys want to work this out, who wants to represent the squad this round. But guys, this is a great time to say shotgunsquad.com, one of our proud sponsors. They've got a fantastic website with lots of fun little gimmicky stuff, whether it's shirts, bottle openers, etc. They're the shit. Shotgun Squad. Sean,
also subscribe to Sean's Only Cans.
Does it say only cans?
Only cans.
Only cans, of course, because he's the squad father. So Tonya, just to be clear, and Sean, by the way, if you're just now popping in, Tonya here, she owns a local axe throwing business. I know you guys got them where you live as well. So she's a lot of fun. She also owns escape rooms. And what are the rage rooms? That's what they're called. I was like, yeah, what's that called again? Yeah. Thanks, Sean. We'll be in touch, man. But Tonya, a few more questions for you here before we start moving on to like the Holler audience and everything, because I don't know, man, your business is so unique and so cool. So here's a random question. How much would it, this is going to read like a joke, but I'm being serious. How much would it take, I wonder, because I live very close to your business in Barbersville. I live in the village of Barbersville myself. That's where I live. And so how much would it take your location? I know where you guys are at. You're in that little plaza area, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so
yes.
How much would it take for you guys to have like an LED sign or something like a neon sign that's like bright that has an axe like chopping down? Like how much would that cost your business? Because that feels like the move. Is this not the move?
I would love to have one of those. That'd be spectacular. Yeah.
I'm not selling one. I'm just asking you, like, have you looked into it?
No.
That feels like Tonya, look at this. People are coming right now. Look at this.
Oh, yeah, we got to get that kind of signage going.
Just a thought. Okay, and so just to be clear here, your location in Charleston, and we're talking about the axe throwing, Tickers and Timbers. Your location in Charleston, you're building a bar. Your location in Barbersville is a BYOB, correct?
Yes.
Now, what's the rules about that? Like, can I bring in a bottle of liquor, or is it BYOB?
No liquor, just beer. Yeah,
okay.
BYOB. Check that. Have a few beers and drink, and but yeah, we allow that at Barbersville, and we just ask everybody to be responsible with that, and because we know that's it's kind of while you're having fun, you want to have a beer. So
now I know COVID kind of pushed your back against the wall, so you had to make a move. That was a really cool story, by the way. I wasn't expecting that. That's a really cool story. Mm. But what made your brain go like, that is the move? Like you go from this, like you're this master's degree professional and you're like, fuck it, I'm all in on axes.
I did. So my kids are grown, and my son, he was getting ready to graduate high school, and I helped a lot of kids over the years doing therapy. I worked with kids with special needs. I went into homes. I sat on the state board, and I did a lot of good. But after 22 years of doing that, 21 years of doing that, I just said, you know what? I want to do something for me, and I want to do something fun. And what would I like to do on a Saturday night that we don't have here?
I like it. You're right, too.
So I just started looking at things to do and things that aren't in the area. And I said, you know what? I think that's a great idea. And started telling family and friends, and, I just felt like that's something that I could do because, again, I had been in business for 20 years with the therapy business. So I kind of had a business inclination, and I really enjoy that. And so here we are. Yeah.
Here we are. And, it's the ultimate story of American ingenuity and entrepreneurship is finding a need and filling it. especially one you're interested in, and that's so amazing. That you can.
And I'll say this too: our escape rooms are very, very popular. And one thing that I really, really wanted to do is, I like escape rooms. I've done all the local escape rooms, and I said, you know what would be super cool is a Mothman escape room.
And
I had
I'm
it in
glad
my brain.
You brought that right to home plate right there, because I wanted to ask you about this one.
Yes.
I've got.
I'm in already. I don't even know what it is. I'm
already in. We're gonna do. Oller's gonna come and do it. We're gonna get our group together. We're gonna come and make it.
It's very, very popular. Our Mothman escape room is awesome.
Gracie, you're bringing Finn. Finn's coming with.
I'm just gonna strap him to my chest.
Yes.
Mothman catches him. I'm out of baby.
Something out.
I feel as
Finn's
though
first escape.
Yeah.
Finn's first escape.
No, it'd be a second escape. It's a second escape.
Oh, second escape. That got me. That one got me right there.
Tonya, what are these escape rooms called? How do people find them locally?
So my escape rooms here are Mothman Escape Room. That was my first one. Area 51. We just opened Taken. So Taken, you're actually handcuffed in the beginning.
That is straight up inspired. So this is something I feel like people really need to. We'll say this again. This is an escape room that you get freaking kidnapped in. Okay, you're kidnapped.
Yes.
You're
in Charleston.
I don't think there's anywhere else. Brian, I'm looking over you 20 feet away from me. What's up, dude? I don't think there's anywhere else that offers this. We're straight up talking an escape room that, like, hey, you might not be able to freaking escape, man. This is wild.
So, and then in Charleston, we have a wizard room. So that one took me a really long time to build. So I do design and build that, the escape room part of it. And the wizard room is open. It's super cool. And then the Christmas room is opening this weekend. So
you escape the Krampus.
So these themes to me sound so much more unique than any of the other sort of things I've seen when it's come to this, where it's just as simple as, oh, you're in this person's office and you have to find a way to get the door open. It's like, no, these are. And
I'll say this: the other escape rooms in the area, I know the owners. They're all, as escape room owners, we don't feel like we're in competition with each other at all, just because each room comes from our own brain, and we try to help each other. We support each other.
Yet another reason to support local businesses like that is you can still support each other that way. You're offering completely different and completely unique experiences that will never get old. What's up, Adam, by the way, bitches and dicks?
Tonya, where can we find locally these escape rooms? We know where Tickers and Timbers is. Where are the escape rooms?
So the Lost is down in Huntington, and I know Steve Atkins. He helped me and continues to help me from day one. When I have a wiring issue that I'm beating my head against the wall, I'll text him and say, how do you do this? And he helps me. Locked and Coded is in Charleston, not far from us. Super nice people. There's one in Portsmouth as well. So, and there's one also, Tri-State Escapes, I think is the name of it, in Ashland. So we all have these escape rooms. We're just a little bit different because we have the axe throwing and the rage rooms and the paint splatter. So
same location for you then. That's where I was going with. So it's at Tickers and Timbers.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's kind of what sets us a little bit apart. Yeah.
I love it. It's fantastic. Tickers and Timbers in Barboursville and Charleston. These are wonderful, awesome places. I have one last thing I want to ask, and then we're going to scoot on to some more stuff. We got to get involved with the Holler Nation.
I want to ask something.
Gracie, that's great. But
I also want to ask.
It's okay. Mine can wait till
you know what? Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Let's go around. We're going to do these are our final questions for you, Tonya.
Everyone attack Tonya. We're throwing axes at Tonya.
And then after this, we'll move on, and then Tonya hang out with us, and we'll have a good time on the internet. My first thing is, to me, escape rooms are this really wonderful concept. I have a new concept for you, and I think you might like this. All right, check this out.
Okay.
Oh dear.
A heist room.
So
right.
that's so funny that you say that.
Now,
I
is
actually
anybody-
have 2 more coming
Okay.
at Charleston if I can ever get there.
Okay.
The next one is actually a bank heist. And
Okay.
it's
Oh
in
my
the-
God, Brian, can I get a air horn, please? Air horn, please. Okay. Seriously, because one of the most
It is.
one of the most amazing things to me, I just love heist stories, heist
Yes.
movies, TV shows, anything that has to do with, hey, we've got to go in, we got to break in somewhere and steal something and get out without getting caught and shit like that. That is the most dope thing, and I think that's the next level of this. So you're already planning on it.
So the
Pickers and
room is
timbers.
already
Oh my goodness.
painted and it's already, the walls are already done.
Oh my
I
goodness.
just have to get it ready. It's going to be in the basement of the Charleston
A
location.
real, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure if you've heard it here first or not, but hey, Adam is right. Ocean's 22, maybe 23 or 24. Seriously, you might have heard it here first, but so far I've heard it here first. There will be a heist room happening. This is amazing. Look at Sean. Sean's already in this going badass. It's a wonderful idea, and I'm telling you right now, Holler is going to back this up. When you guys get this done and put it out, will you come back on the show and tell us about it and promote it with us? We
Yes.
would love to have you back. Heist room, I am so Selena, you already know what's up. Thank you so much. She says break-in rooms. That's exactly what this is. Heist rooms. Brian, we're going to go on a heist? A real one.
Listen, I'm glad you're excited about the heist. I'm most excited about just throwing bullseyes with sharp axes. Sorry, that's my thing.
DB Cooper, baby.
I'm a double axe
Adam,
kind of guy,
thank you.
Tanya. I'm coming double axe at the bullseye.
I got
Thank
you.
you,
All
thank you,
right.
Tanya. That was my
dear.
one question. Okay, Gracie or Brian next.
Okay, it's my turn. Number one. It's not really a question, it's a statement. Well, actually, sure, it can be a question. Can we please talk about the paint splatter birthday party
Yeah.
after the show's over? Number one. Number two, can you elaborate on your Christmas escape room, or is that like
So
surprise.
I don't want to give anything away, but there's a lot of
That's right.
tech in there. It's super cool. So this one, trying not to give it away, but
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
got
Do
some
you have to
things that
escape from
do
Krampus?
with manipulatives
Yeah.
with your hands, and
Okay.
like it shows on a screen what
That's
you're
amazing.
doing.
Amazing. You're
It's
giving too
super
much away now, Tanya, but really, Gracie's question was really good, by the way. Gracie, say that again.
Do you have to escape from Krampus?
Well, not in this one. This room is actually called
Oh.
Noel, and we're spreading Christmas spirit. And we're trying
cheer.
to figure out how to
Jesus.
spread Christmas spirit. Yes.
They're
I
trying to
love
find Jesus.
it. It's so family
Got it.
friendly.
I missed
It's
you, Adam.
makes my
Wait,
heart.
I think I had one more. Oh yeah, has anybody ever
Hi,
peed their
Adam.
pants in your escape room? Because that would be me.
Has anybody, what was that?
Like you're taking escape room, that would probably make me pee my pants. So I need to know if anybody else has peed their
Well,
pants
it
before,
hasn't
because
happened
that
yet.
would-
People argue in there really well.
Oh.
They don't get along sometimes. So, one of the rules is that you can't fight in the escape room because we can see you. So,
Yeah, we can
yeah.
see what's
Guys, we
happening.
cannot
Yeah.
do an escape room together. Oh, we will fight. Adam, I also miss you. My fan club. Yay.
Tanya,
if,
have
if,
you
if
seen?
Holler did an escape room together, we would have to lift the no fight clause, please, just for the entertainment. And you can see them. So since you can see us, if we're in there, then it means you have a feed, which means it can be recorded, which is perfect for our show.
You're just
I'm
gonna,
just gonna
go
go
live
blind.
from Holler.
I'm gonna go blind in the
while our
room.
feed is on there.
Sunglasses. I can't see anything
We
in this
could do it.
fucking room. Where's everything at? It'll be for entertainment purposes. Tanya, how far in your career into this before you start to go down the weird rabbit hole of like those haunted house owners that just keep getting weirder and weirder and more like fucked up until you turn into that one guy that offers like the people like $250,000 if they can even make it out, and he just literally tortures you and like probably like fucking like sexually abuses you and shit. You know,
Okay,
is this a
wait.
slippery slope?
Brian.
That's a lot, man.
Oh, that was kind of deep. Sorry.
That was a little heavy,
Hey,
but
it's the whiskey talking. Sorry.
it's the whiskey.
Yeah,
Sugar
let's hope
not your show,
not.
Brian.
Let's hope not. Maybe we might be doing haunted house themes around Halloween next year, but right now I'm just like, let's spread Christmas cheer.
Yeah, I'm digging it. And to be honest, I think that again, everybody, this is a locally run entertainment complex. You will never be bored in a place like this. They have so many things to offer, and also it will never get stale. Something will always come up. Things will be, as life progresses, you guys are going to be able to create some awesome experiences on the regular. Nothing could ever be stale with this. It's one of the coolest things. And I'll tell you right now, Dave nor Buster will be able to provide this kind of experience. And you know this, Holler Nation.
Sonic nor Hedgehog, Dave nor Buster can compete.
Mario nor Luigi.
Nor Luigi. Tonya, here's a local kind of question aimed at your business here. And by the way, I think normally on Holler, we don't generally take this long on our interview questions. Yours is just so damn interesting. I just want to keep going here, and I have more questions. So like on a local level, something that you kind of mentioned is you guys are community driven. You go to events, you sponsor things. And my brain immediately, I'm a guy that plays all these local sports. I play softball, kickball, wiffle ball, all these like obscure sports. I play.
I think I see where you're going with this, Brian.
And I pay money to play in these leagues, and there's many different sponsors in these leagues. You will always see someone like a local business like yours on the shirts of these teams. You will never see like the Dave and Buster's softball team. And that's because the locals are the ones that give back to the community. And I'm not trying to create like a rush at your business, but I am genuinely asking you as a business owner, like, do you, and I'm not trying to pigeonhole you in this question, by the way, but do you like enjoy, sponsoring like a local softball team? And is that a possibility?
So just yesterday, for instance, and I don't see the paper here, but I had a lady come and they're doing something for foster care out of Huntington, and they are doing a silent auction, and they asked us to donate a gift card. Every week we are donating gift cards to different causes.
Oh, yeah.
It helps us get the word out, number one, but the main issue is that we want to sponsor things in our community. Like I said, my entire family lives here. I've lived here all of my life, and I want to make sure that, I support the community that I'm in. So when I'm asked, if I've already allocated my advertising money that I have, I mean, the least I could do is give a gift card. And that's
wonderful.
Do that. Yeah.
That's a fantastic thing. And it's just, again, that kind of stuff has got to just come back to you tenfold. Even just doing something like that gets the name out there. You're going to have to do that anyway when it comes to advertising. So why not do that and give somebody the opportunity to, to try your venue out and to try, try these awesome experiences out. I keep going back to that word experience because that's what you're having with this.
Yes, it is an experience.
It's complete.
It's your sign. It's your new sign, Tonya. You just bought it. It's a neon sign. Look at that. People are flooding in. Look at all the people coming into the business. It's amazing.
You guys are the worst.
Tonya, I've got a couple quick questions. We're going to scoot here. These are fast. These are quick hitters. What is a typical breakfast for you? What did you have for breakfast today?
I'm a cereal person. I'm a single person, and so I eat lots of cereal.
Cereal's
sometimes
great.
for dinner, sometimes for lunch.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
just a cereal person.
Yeah, because no one can tell you what to do. You can eat cereal for dinner if you want. What's your go-to? What cereal boxes are you eating right now?
I do Fruit Loops with marshmallows. I wish they made just the marshmallows, but that's where we're at.
They actually do, but they're not the same. You can buy them on Amazon. It's not the same. Yeah. See, Tonya, we already know. Wonderful. Brian, keep going.
Tonya, last question here. Pretend you're sitting around a campfire and you're somewhere up north. The permafrost is melting and this crazy guy that you know that owns some land in Alaska, the permafrost has melted, and a fully developed, fully frozen woolly mammoth is starting to poke through the permafrost. You guys know that you have something. This guy's going to turn this thing into the local university. They're probably going to like stuff this thing and mount it. They can test its hair for DNA. It's that perfectly frozen. But you're around the campfire for the night, so the university isn't coming to grab the mammoth yet. Would you be willing to take a slice of the woolly mammoth over the campfire and try to taste it or not?
I think I'm good. I'm good.
No,
I'm not that. I'm good. I'll just, glamping it would be my thing anyway. So I probably wouldn't.
She's already brought her Fruit Loops with
not even
marshmallow.
there.
I'm not even there, man. No.
I love that I didn't know where that was going, Brian, until right at the end there, and I was like, "Oh,
I knew exactly where it was going."
I was completely lost.
Yeah, and that's okay, Tonya, but now you'll never forget it, and that's the thing. All right,
she's never
Holler
going to agree to
Nation.
be
This
on
has
the
been
podcast
Tonya,
ever again.
This has been so much good. Let's have some fun with Holler Nation. Now we got some polls to answer, some games to play. Tonya, will you hang out with us on the internet and have fun with us while we're chilling? And
yeah, absolutely.
Let's throw some internet axes against social media walls.
Yeah, no doubt. Let's do a chatty hoochie stab. Why not?
Well, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie.
Loving it. Thank you, Tonya. That was awesome. We went in a whole hour. Fantastic interview. You've been so great. Let's have some fun with Holler Nation right now. What's up,
Sounds
Brian?
great. I'm glad you guys have me.
Thank you.
Yeah, no doubt. So we've got a couple holler polls we like to throw out there. We like to hear what Holler Nation has to say about everything. So my holler poll this evening is, fuck your zodiac sign. What's your favorite DQ blizzard? So this is an easy one. Everyone knows this right off the top of their head. We'll go around the table first, then we'll talk to Holler Nation. My favorite DQ blizzard is Butterfinger, and then I asked them to add extra marshmallow sauce. So it's like Butterfinger with marshmallow sauce. It's amazing. I recommend everyone try it.
Chocolate peanut butter crisp with gooey marshmallow. Dang.
It's great, dude. It's great. What is yours?
Me personally, they don't have it anymore. But they did a French silk pie blizzard, and it was literally pieces of French silk pie inside the blizzard. So it was like a chocolate blizzard with pie in it.
Sign me up.
Oh, and it was like salty and buttery crust pieces with like it was so good. French silk pie blizzard all day long.
Was it like the chocolate crust too, right?
The crust was actually standard like pie crust, but it was salty and buttery and flaky.
No, I wanted it to be that chocolate crust that it has.
No, that's not. No, French silk pie is not a chocolate crust. French silk pie is a standard buttery regular crust.
Oh, whatever. I'm definitely for sure I had chocolate crust. Anyway, it's my turn, I think.
Yep.
Whatever. Okay. Right now, my favorite blizzard is the caramel fudge cheesecake, and it's only for a limited time, and I don't know what I'm going to get after they take it away. But it's got the cheesecake pieces, it's got little chocolate pieces with fudge in it, and they put caramel sauce in it, and they blend it all together, so it's like caramely and chocolatey and cheesecakey. It's so good. I just ate one yesterday too. It was so good.
Speaking of that, this holler poll, we had one of our holler listeners. She gave her 2 cents, but then she also posted on her social media, like her personal social media, and she was eating a blizzard, watching a movie just like an hour ago. And I messaged her. I was like, "Is this holler inspired?" She was like, "Absolutely. You guys were talking about blizzards, and now I'm eating a blizzard."
You're welcome, Dairy Queen. Tonya, how about you?
So I gotta go with the peppermint at Christmas time. Like, it's just limited time, and I just get as much of it as I can. I love the peppermint stuff. It's great.
There's something about the flavor of that like vanilla soft serve with the peppermint that just it's bigger than the sum of its parts. That's for sure.
I've never met a blizzard that I didn't like. I've never tried the peppermint. I'll guarantee you that I would love it.
I think I'm going to try it out this holiday. I haven't tried it yet either. It's happening this Christmas for sure.
I'm going to take one into Tickers and Timbers. I'm going to throw axes and I'm going to eat a peppermint blizzard.
Peppermint blizzard.
and then we'll sneak out to the car and take shots of Rumplemilk.
Yeah. Then
Anyway,
we'll take shots of the liquor that Tonya does not allow in her establishment. Then we'll come back in and drink our beer that she does allow.
we'll do the rage room first, so we knock that out.
Tonya, do you have those different targets in your tickers and timbers? Like I went to an axe room that like I could throw like one against like a zombie head and it would like bleed.
She said she has the projection targets.
Yeah, we've got the Christmas tree and the zombie hunter, and I think there's one like battleship. Oh yeah, all those.
My dad thought that was so cool. Me and my dad went. I took him to his first ever like axe throwing place. He thought it was the craziest thing. And there were several times where the axe like bounced off the wall, and we had to like jump it as we were standing there. That actually happened.
Well, you must have had a crap coach, so you
Yeah.
come to my
was not an
place.
axe
I'll
coach.
fix it. right now.
Hashtag get good.
Yeah.
Better.
Yeah,
Okay, let's read from
Tonya.
Holler Nation. Let's see what blizzards they like. We got a few comments
Adam
here.
just popped up, by the way, and said Heath and Oreo
Yeah.
combination. That's a pretty inspired one right there. The dark and the light chocolate, the toffee, the cream. That's
I
great.
like that idea, by the way. Heath and
Good idea.
Oreo. I've never
Very good
done
idea.
that. I like that. I used to mix M&Ms with lots of stuff. I used to do like mint M&Ms and stuff like that. That was cool.
Ooh, good.
Okay, here we go. Holler
Yeah.
Nation. LaCandace says M&Ms and then extra M&Ms on top of it. Ryan says Oreo Blizzard. Victoria says Frosted Sugar Cookie was the best one back in the day. Victoria is also the one that ate the Blizzards night. Spoiler. Hashtag after spoiler. Miranda says Snickerdoodle. Extra Snickerdoodle, please. Franny says only Scorpios say things like forget your zodiac sign. But anyway, normally I try to pick one. I love the Snickerdoodle. Brittany says Snickerdoodle.
Oh my God, they're all rolling in right now. People love that
Madison,
cinnamon
girl-
vanilla.
We're learning that girl dinner
Wait,
is
Brittany.
Snickerdoodle.
Girl
Blizzard.
dinner is Snickerdoodle.
Well,
Blizzard.
I think it's because Fran and Miranda are the same person. But which Brittany? Brittany Fury White
No, not Brittany Fury.
or different Brittany?
Madison says brownie batter. Sophie says red velvet. Tiffany says Reese cup. Other Tiffany
A lot
says
of girls. A whole lot of
Rocky
girls.
Road Blizzard.
I just want to say, I'm just saying a lot of girls as the response.
Let's get some dudes in here. Ethan says cotton candy. I love it. Rachel.
That's weird.
Rachel says strawberry cheesecake. And she says, if I'm feeling extra chubby that night, I'll even tell them throw some cookie dough in that bitch.
Ooh.
Cookie dough.
I'm down for that. Ruby Ray says mud pie, but I don't think they make it anymore.
Yeah.
Patrick says Reese's Fluffernutter with cookie dough added. That's probably the
What?
best combination that I've
That's
heard.
gnarly as hell. That's like a Rocky Road
sounds
on
so tasty.
steroids.
Yeah, that might be
That's
the best.
so smart.
Jen
Can
says
you read
Oreo.
that off one more time so I can make it?
Yeah, can we read actually bring it back to before the what was the last one again?
The Fluffernutter one?
Yeah, all day.
Reese's Fluffernutter with cookie dough added.
I'm definitely going to get that.
I know, me too. Right.
I'm definitely going to go buy. That might already be the winner. And we're
You
not
say
even-
cookie dough added?
With cookie dough
Yep.
added.
Very smart.
Jen says Oreo. Matthew says cookie jar. What's cookie jar? Anybody know?
It's probably got like
Probably a
multiple
mix of,
kinds
like,
cookies in it.
Oreos, chocolate chip cookies, cookie dough,
Peanut butter cookie,
a lot
snickerdoodle.
of cookies.
Okay, here's some others. We've got
Lots of
chocolate
cookies.
Good idea,
extreme
too.
blizzard. We've got Heath bar. We've got cookie dough.
Mm-hmm.
We've got another cookie dough. Aranda says cookie dough is the only answer. Kate McAllister says Reese's. Justin says Reese's. Kayla says strawberry cheesecake. And Sarah says Georgia mud fudge.
That's a very that seems like a very regional particular thing right there.
And Adam says Ambatuna. Ambutana.
I can't see. No, all I see is AMB. So it's A minor
Has
flat.
created his own blizzard. That's it.
Okay, there you go.
No idea what's going on.
Wonderful stuff. All right. So Holler Nation, that was great. Your Blizzard treats sound so good. I'm very, very proud of you. So I asked everybody this week, and this is, I'm not trying to didn't want to get too like heavy on it. It's just something that, hey, we'll see. Everybody's thought about this before, but what is a company that you think should have pretty much already gone out of business? And I don't want people. I'm not going to do anything about like people, rioting against bullshit. But let's go ahead with it. The first one comes from Ira. He says Macy's and J.C. Penney. Who shops there so often and pays so much for those clothes? Macy's at least has the Thanksgiving Day parade, but what does J.C. Penney actually have? And Brian, you actually responded and said you think it's a religious thing. J.C. Penney stands for Jesus Christ Penny.
It's got to be. They got to be tax-free or something, Think about it.
It's a really good one. This one comes from Rachel. Can I get the Rachel button? You got the Rachel button still?
Yeah, I got it over here somewhere. Yeah, here it is.
Rachel button? Rachel! Thank you. I love that button so much. Rachel says, Captain D's. Who even goes there? Shoney's too. Now, hang on. Captain D's, I can
talk
understand.
about your answers.
I can understand Captain D's-ish. Shoney's.
Keep going, because people be hating fish places and it hurts my feelings.
Yeah, and then, okay, whatevs. But Shoney's, though, check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Give me that salad bar.
This one comes from Mo. She says, the American government, I cannot believe that they have not already gone out of business. Ho, get it? Politics. And there's the American government now coming down the street. A very loud train.
I'm an Indian outlaw.
Cowboys and Indians and trains and everything. We're going back in time. See, I'm Joe Biden.
Come on, Craig.
Out of nowhere.
Adam, he says, any pizza shop not named Giovanni's Pizza. I don't understand why any pizza shop other than Giovanni's is still open. LaCanda says Long John Silver's. Interesting. Alan, a.k.a. Corduroy Brown, says Chick-fil-A. Oh, that's the kind of shots fired right there. A little bit. Lee, she says Captain D's. Another Lee, she says Victoria's Secret. Their thongs don't even cover half a lip.
You're beautiful.
I thought that was the point. Delaney says Captain D and Long John Silver's. We're back with that one. Tiffany, she's got a couple here. Macy's, Lazy Boy, the furniture store. Actually, yeah, that's probably a front for the mafia. She also says Captain D's. Jody, she says Hobby Lobby. Oh, Kyle. Basically, any noodle place that's not in a major city. Most people are not paying $10 or more for cup noodles in a bowl. I don't know, man. Stellar Noodle Company in downtown Huntington's pretty wonderful. Pretty wonderful. Matthew also says Long John Silver's. Our good buddies, at Blue Falcon Board Gaming, they also say Long John Silver's and Captain D's. There is no way they should have survived the pandemic. It's definitely a front. And then after that one, Madison says Buffalo Wild Wings. Interesting. Very interesting answers, everybody.
Can we talk about why everybody hates on the fish places?
Because they're not from fucking England. All right, we're not going down the street looking for fish and chips in a newspaper bag. You know what I mean?
I know. I'm just looking for greasy fish.
We are Americans. We eat burgers. Okay.
No, I don't want a burger. I want
Here's my answer.
From Long John Silver's.
Here's my answer. Any mattress store that's next to another mattress store. How have they not gone out of business? You'd figure that there's two mattress stores right next to each other. Maybe one of them probably is not selling as many mattresses as the other one is. So
that's how sleepy people are. They need that many mattresses.
People be sleepy.
I need several mattresses.
I didn't even think people gave a fuck, but they really do.
Brian or Gracie, y'all are next. What's up?
Tonya, do you give a fuck about your mattress? Or do you have like a Sleep Number 5 X Model 3?
No, dude, I've had mine forever. Ever.
It's all broken in. I like it.
Who buys a mattress? Like, I don't know. I don't know.
How do they all stay in business for so long?
I don't get it.
How often are you supposed to buy a mattress is my question.
Yeah, it's supposed to be every 8 years.
Whatever the time is, I'm way over.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, I'm expired. Like the tags, I'm expired. Bro, who even came up with 8 years? Who is this person?
I don't know.
Mattress God? Mattress Christ?
Well, apparently it's like every cell in your body will like replaces itself over the course of 7 years, every cell in your body it's like a ship of Theseus thing. Every cell in your body has replaced itself by past 7 years. So by the 8-year mark, some of the cells in your body are inside of the mattress. So maybe time to get rid of the mattress.
The Mattress Theorem by Mattress Christ.
Adam says the answer is drugs. It probably is. It's a drug farm. Brian or Gracie or Tonya, what's a business you honestly thought should have been bankrupt or gone out of business a while ago?
The IRS.
Hey. Yeah. A lot of this revenue ain't internal, y'all. You know? That's a good one, Tonya. I like that. Brian, Gracie, what's up?
Go ahead, Gracie.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I didn't think very well on this one. The Blizzard one was so easy. Probably. I don't know. No. Hang on. Wait.
Arby's. We have the meats.
Oh yeah, straight up Arby's. They're so expensive.
They are expensive, but it's really good, man. It's good as hell.
Oh my!
It's good as hell.
I know. I could straight up use.
I honestly, this is what I do. I go to Arby's.
Cheddar.
I go to Arby's when I had a really good week, like work-wise, and I've made a good amount of money.
Afford Arby's.
That's sad, JD. That you have to have a really good work week to go to Arby's.
I like it. It's cool. It gives me something to look forward to.
Walks in like the Godfather. He's like, double that beef. Just double it.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make him a sandwich you can't refuse.
He orders the half-pound roast.
The half-pound beef. I'm gonna give him a half-pound beef and cheddar you can't refuse.
Beef and cheddar with the extra red sauce.
Oh my god, the red ranch. Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, it's so good.
I know. It's all right. So Arby's, stay in business, please, Brian.
Okay. So, honestly, I had a couple options written down. My first option was mattress stores. Well, we've already covered that, so I agree with you, JD. My next option is those little kiosks inside the mall, because the mall is already so damn expensive as is. Yeah. So you're telling me this kiosk that I walk by that sells like pillow pets can stay in business? How many fucking people are buying pillow pets to keep this thing afloat? How much money is there to spread around? Are these people sleeping at the mall? Are they homeless people that own the kiosk because they're homeless because they don't have enough revenue to even have an apartment because the kiosk makes no money?
These are wonderful questions to ask that you'll never get answers to. And it's unfortunate. I remember working retail years ago, and there was a kiosk outside of the store that I worked at and managed. And that kiosk, I actually ended up becoming pretty good friends with the guy who ran that. One day I actually asked him, hey, do you really sell enough of this bullshit? At the time, it was something like phone cases. And which, remember when that was a thing? I mean, I guess they still can be, but that was the thing. I said, do you sell enough of these to actually stay afloat? Right. And he kind of didn't. He gave me sort of an off answer. And sort of at the end of it all, what he kind of was saying was like, sometimes we just come through town and we do what we can and we pack up and move on to the next.
What do we do? I think maybe they don't pay their bills and that's why they go to the next town and that's how they can make up revenue, I guess. I don't know.
Hashtag America. Hashtag capitalism.
Don't shop at kiosks. Shop at Tickers and Timbers.
Exactly.
Throw axes, smash things, escape from rooms or don't escape. What happens if you don't escape, Tonya? Then what happens?
Well, we have to come and get you.
What if I refuse to be gotten?
I mean, you can stay there if you want. I'm
going
like home.
You just have to pay for the time. It's a very expensive hotel room, Brian, especially when you're handcuffed to the chair.
I'm sorry, Tonya, I own a kiosk in the mall. I have nowhere to sleep tonight. Please let me just lay here on the ground.
I do also want to remind everybody, Tonya, you spoke earlier about gift cards. Now, those are available, right? Everybody can buy those for Christmas season?
Yeah, so they can go online and get a gift card, or they can come in the store and get a physical gift card. We do lots of those at Christmas time.
Yes.
You know, I mean, if axe throwing is not for you, which I'm not sure who you are, but anyways, if it's not for you, come and get a gift card for somebody else. That's what I say. You got to give experiences, not things.
Yes. That's a
Yeah.
wonderful, wonderful thing. So that's the end of my holler poll. It's the end of Brian's holler poll. We got anything else going on, Brian?
Dude, let's randomly fire some shots to end this show. We haven't shots fired in a long time. And before I smash this button, and Tonya, you'll have fun with this one. You'll watch us go first, and you can fire a shot. This will take you no time to think of. By the way, trust me. You can fire a shot about anything you want. It could be something as minute as parking or traffic or something as deep as politics. If that's what you want to do,
you'll get the gist.
You get the gist. Anyway,
Okay.
before I smash this button, I do want to reward those that have stuck around for this long. You simply have to go to YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to Holler on YouTube. Send us a DM that shows us that you subscribe. Make sure you include your mailing address. Doesn't matter how far you are away, if you're local or not. We will mail you a variety pack of camo just for subscribing to Holler on YouTube. So show us that you follow Holler on YouTube. Subscribe to us. Send us the DM with your mailing address. That way we know where to send this stuff. We'll send it to you for free. You don't have to pay shipping. We want everybody to taste this camo. Tonya, as a matter of fact, like I always ask business owners this, I always wonder, is there a way that like, I just wish camo could be a part of like Tickers and Timbers as well. I wish when people come in to throw some axes, they could buy an energy shot as well. It's a local energy shot. We could talk about it in the post game, okay? But it's just a thought that I'm throwing out there. Anyway, let's fire some shots. Let's get the hell out of here. Thank you, Tonya, for this wonderful interview that you let us do. You're so much fun, and your place sounds like so much fun. I can't wait to meet you in person and throw some axes against the fucking walls.
Now let's shoot some fireds.
Let's shoot some fireds. Let's do it.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Old school.
Shots fired.
So, shots fired is the portion of the show, and we don't do this that often, which is really, really great. But it's a way where you can take a shot against something that's been bothering you, or something that you believe very strongly against.
Rory Brown.
Thank you, Alan, for hanging out. Something you feel strongly against. Now's your chance to be able to stand on your soapbox and say something about it. As long as you can take a shot against something, as long as you take a shot of something, and that's how it works. That's what
Okay, I'm ready.
Brian is very ready.
I'm very ready. This is my own theorem that I've made up. It's called the parking lot theorem. And the idea is you could be somewhere as big as the mall. You could be somewhere in a small plaza, Tickers and Timbers. It doesn't matter. Anywhere that you're at. How does this happen? Let's call it 100 cars. Let's call it 1,000 cars. I walk out to my car, and out of the 1,000 cars, at the same time, there happens to be one other person exiting the building. We both walk to the same spot, and they're in the car beside me. So there's this awkward, like, do you open your door? Do I open mine? Who pulls out first? How is it that this lot of 1,000 cars, the only two people walking out is me and the person beside me? And it's every time. It's everywhere I go. It happens more often than not. Why are the cars being placed here in the universe? Because this is a simulation.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly.
Because we are living in a simulation.
Somebody is over there making that shit happen.
That's the only real answer.
There's no other answer. I'm taking a shot.
It's a good one. It's a really good one. My thing is, and I'm just going to go quick. My shots fired this week is going to be about how I think that I'm allergic to weather changing. Like weather changes. It's like if one day it gets to 30 degrees, then the next day it needs to not get to 80 or 90 or something. When that happens so many times, my body goes, and then boom, I start getting kind of, messed up in the chesticle region. Wow! Exactly. That's what my body sounds like if I can breathe. I think I'm allergic to weather changing. I'm not allergic to anything else. Maybe penicillin, but I don't think so. This is bothering me, and I don't think they make anything that fixes this. So I'm just going to go ahead and kill this beer and say, fuck weather changes, especially when they do them back and forth for fucking 2 straight weeks.
Gracie, shots fired. New
Here we
mom.
go. You
What's
ready?
up? Say some new mom shit. We know that's coming.
I don't have. I do have some new mom shit. But
Do it.
it's not really like. No, I mean, my kid just screams whenever he wants something, and I don't know what he wants. So honestly, that is a shots fired until
Shots
at
fired.
least he's
Shots fired.
very
Hey,
verbal.
newborns, use your words.
Yeah, literally. Tell me what's wrong with you. Good grief. Okay, no, really, my real shots fired. Here it is. You guys are gonna hopefully love it.
I'm loving it already.
People with ugly babies. Hear me out.
Oh no! Oh no!
Because
Harry
they
baby.
they post their ugly baby. They're like, oh, look how beautiful so and so is, and oh my gosh, don't they just have an angel face? No. And you know what? I'm the rude one if I say no, your baby is ugly. Now listen, I had friends and I told them, I said, you will be honest with me if my baby's ugly and you will tell me, because I'm not going to be one of those people like, oh, look at my cute baby. I'm like, oh my God, my baby's ugly. What happened? People with ugly babies, and they post them and they make you, and you have to lie to them and you have to tell them their baby's cute.
Oh,
so my shots fired is at people who have ugly babies.
Wow,
that's
Gracie.
just what it is. That's
pretty messed up, man.
Wow. What if I said something about your baby, Gracie? Would you be sad?
What?
What if I said something about your baby? Would you be sad?
Okay, I know my baby's cute because the one person I know would tell me my baby's ugly said my baby is beautiful. So that's all that matters.
All right, you heard it here first. Shots fired at ugly babies. Stop having them.
So Tonya, we kind of figure you probably understand the whole gist, right? Something you can kind of get off your chest.
It doesn't have to be about ugly babies.
You got one?
Tonya doesn't have to think about it.
There you go. Perfect.
I'm good. So here it is. So when I'm hiring somebody for a very important position to work, I'll get, let's say, 80 some applicants. I go through all of those, narrow it down to 40 some I'm going to call. Out of the 40 some that I call, I get a hold of 20 some. Out of the 20 some, I get 12 that show up for an interview. Out of the 12 that show up for the interview, I choose 2. And then neither one shows up for their first day of work.
Oh.
It's like, how do they get so far? How do they get all the way here?
I don't know. I don't know why. Like, yeah, that's my shots fired.
You know, I think, Tonya, before I hit this, but I think what's happening is you're getting them that far, the applicant, and this applicant, where they've applied for your place, they've also applied for other places, and you're getting them that far, and right when they go out the door, I'll tell you what's happening. That fucking mattress store is hiring them for like
that damn mattress store down the street.
Well, they accepted the job and then they found the mattress.
And then they found the mattress.
Just kidding. Yeah.
Or the kiosk in the mall.
Or the circus kiosk that keeps moving from town to town.
Fantastic. That's so good. What a great way to just like bring it all back. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Holler. It's the podcast that shouts you out. Thank you for playing along and all of your wonderful comments and responses. And Tonya, honestly, this has been so cool in learning about your business and your businesses and the future you guys are looking forward. Again, this is a entertainment venue for the entire family that offers experiences you cannot get anywhere else. And that's just it's in the name, it's in the business, it's how it works. Tickersandtimbers.com. It's wonderful stuff. It's awesome.
Come get handcuffed by the Grinch and throw a sharp axe against a bullseye and maybe a beer or two, provided by yours truly, Tonya. Sincerely, Holler, the podcast that shouts you out. Tonya, you've been fantastic. We will be in touch. We're going to come throw some axes or escape out of a room at the very least. You're awesome. We are nearby, and we'll shout you out again, man. We'll be in touch. We'll talk in the post game here for a second. Hey, look, little Serge Tankian in the house. Right here, we've got the dog for the ending. Look, this little guy right here is going to turn 12 years old soon, man. He's really, he's doing big things. He's a wise old man. We're going to smash a bunch of buttons. tickersandtimbers.com. They're in Charleston. They're in Barbersville. Charleston's getting a bar built. Barbersville's BYOB, but they've also got escape rooms. They've got rage rooms. Check them out. Tickersandtimbers.com. Tonya, you're the shit. You're such a cool business owner. Thank you for showing up on Short Measure, and thank you for being our first show back after we all had a baby.
We all of us had a baby.
He's a newborn with this big head. Tonya, anything else before we go? Anything else?
No, I just appreciate you guys reaching out. I really do. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for having me. Just hope that we reach some more people. And you know, as a business owner, we just don't like to hear, well, we never knew you were here, so now we know. Yeah.
No doubt. And Tonya, I hope that we send enough people your way that not only do you have extra revenue for yourself, but you got enough revenue. For that. Look, that's your new sign, Tonya. It's Ellie.
Yes.
Oh, look, throw some axes. Look at that. Look at that. All right, we're going to smash your buttons.
Oh, wow, 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 wow.
Tonya, stick around for a minute.
You raise me up. Country roads.
Go.
You've got mail.